speedboat bike, the only one in the world.
Emin Agalarov is an Azerbaijani-born, American-educated, and Moscow-based real estate developer.
I got a 50% discount on this, that's why I got it. But it's a cool car. Let's go to work. We've built over 1 million square meters here so far. American supermalls would be equivalent to the size of what Vegas is here. And we're visited by 100,000 people on average every day. My guys, zdrasте.
He's the son of one of Russia's richest men, a playboy.
Gotta take a picture quickly.
And a pop star. But Agalarov is most famous for his unlikely connection to Donald Trump.
Emin, let's get with it. You're always late. You're just another pretty face. I'm really tired of you. You're fired.
In the fall of 2017, news reports came out claiming that Emin offered to send prostitutes to Trump's hotel room during the future president's 2013 visit to the Miss Universe pageant in Moscow, a trip later made famous by the indelible allegations in the Steele dossier. 3 years later, it was Emin, through his publicist, who initiated a meeting at Trump Tower between members of the Trump family and an agent of the Russian government offering dirt on Hillary Clinton. Two giant scandals, one man in the middle of both of them.
Aren't these cool?
On the eve of President Trump's first summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin, understanding whether Emin is the mastermind behind a stolen election or just kind of a meathead has never been more important, or less clear.
The estate here is 350 hectares. It's got a golf course. And that's my cat, Whiskey. She's not into filming. You turn left and you end up in the amazing studio, which I just finished. What's up, brother?
All
Good
good.
to see you. I'm going deaf here. The things that you told me made it so hard to read your mind. Wish you at least could be honest. I wish that you told me the truth. I've been accused of influencing it's going to sound very strange, influencing the American election. Me, this guy here from Azerbaijan living in Moscow. Because I know personally Mr. Donald Trump, who is the current president of the United States, for those that are not familiar with that. Just because he appeared in one of my videos and I hosted with him Miss Universe in 2013 in Moscow. Okay, cut. Apparently during those 3 days, we've rigged the American election and helped him become president of the United States. So it's quite strange and ridiculous accusation.
Яночка, подъехала съемочная группа.
The relationship between Emin and Trump spans more than just 3 days and more than just two people.
Beautiful dorms.
It also includes Emin's father, Aras, one of Russia's largest real estate developers, worth roughly $1.7 billion.
How do you two work together as a kind of team?
We don't. We have separate offices and separate employees, and we try not to work together on common projects.
Why?
Because then we need to put on boxing gloves.
But Emin and Aras did work together to bring Miss Universe to Moscow.
This is Mr. Trump in Miss Universe. Emin вел тогда переговоры по поводу съемок клипа. И таким образом он вышел на Мисс Вселенную, на дирекцию Мисс Вселенная. И потом он пришел с идеей, что можно Мисс Вселенную организовать в России. Но для этого нужно будет встречаться с Дональдом Трампом, договариваться с ним. И мы вылетели, я помню, в Лас-Вегас. Это у нас состоялась первая встреча. И мы, в принципе, рассказали ему, какие у нас есть возможности. Потому что он умеет делать комплименты, красиво поддерживать беседу. И он с первой буквально минуты произвел на меня очень хорошее впечатление.
Aras Agalarov paid $20 million for the right to host Trump and the 2013 Miss Universe pageant at his concert pavilion outside Moscow. But Trump had one additional request.
He said, let's invite Mr. Putin to the pageant. which we tried doing because, and he couldn't come because he had a king of some country visiting.
Even without Putin, Trump appeared to have a wonderful time. Emin has since been accused of trying to make it even more wonderful. In 2017 testimony to the House Intelligence Committee, Trump security chief Keith Schiller said that at the conclusion of a meeting with the Agalarovs, a man approached him offering to send 5 prostitutes to Trump's hotel room, an offer Schiller says he refused. Emin denies making or knowing about such an offer.
Mr. Trump came to Moscow with 87 most beautiful ladies in the world. I would never even offer it because I can never live up to the high level of the most amazing and beautiful women surrounding us constantly. Trump and prostitutes, for me, I think these are 2 separate worlds. I don't think any really successful people are interested in buying sex.
The high regard between Trump and the Agalarovs continued after the pageant.
Emin, I can't believe you're turning 35. You're getting older all the time.
In 2014, Trump made Emin a birthday video. In 2015, Emin, through surrogates, again offered to play matchmaker between Trump and Vladimir Putin. In 2016, the relationship grew closer and stranger, thanks in part to this man, Rob Goldstone.
Does he wind me up?
Why are you speaking to the camera?
So, if he hadn't been a musician, some people would say he'd be a comedian. I always say he would just be unemployed. But people could say, he is a bit of a clown, and he does it very well. So.
Goldstone, a former tabloid journalist and publicist for Michael Jackson, has been Emin's PR rep for years. In this footage Vice News obtained from 2016, the two of them brainstormed with Emin's management team about ways to use Trump's rise as a presidential candidate to boost Emin's stock as a pop singer.
So basically, I don't care. In the States, I'm absent. Musically, I'm non-existent there. So this could be an interesting instrument of exposure if played right.
If played right. It's just sitting there.
Goldstone also revealed that he'd been talking with members of the Trump campaign about something they wanted.
This is probably not great for a TV thing, but they'd asked for a bit of help getting to Russian-American voters. And through the Muppet, that's now director of marketing at VK, he's going to set up a Trump page, and they've got 2.7 million Russian-American viewer type things to VK. They're very excited about this, the Trump people. So
VK is the Russian equivalent of Facebook, and it's the country's most popular website. The Trump campaign's social media director, Dan Scavino, later told ABC News he never pursued a project with VK. Goldstone did not respond to a Vice News request for comment. As we were going to air, Goldstone told the New York Daily News that no one at the Trump campaign had asked him for anything. 4 months later, Goldstone famously emailed Donald Trump Jr., offering to set up a meeting with a Russian attorney who could provide dirt on Hillary Clinton. In testimony to the Senate Judiciary Committee, Trump Jr. admitted that he tried to connect with Emin to learn more, but doesn't recall speaking with him. Emin confirms that the two did speak prior to the Trump Tower meeting.
No, I said, listen, there's some people that want to meet you. They obviously want something that could potentially help them resolve things that you could be interested in, or maybe not. If you can spare 5 minutes of your time, I'd be grateful. If not, no problem. And obviously, Don Jr., Big Don Jr. said, of course, I'll do it if you're asking me.
Who was the lady Natalia?
I never met her. I think my father met her a few times. She's some lawyer who wants something to do with Magnitsky lists. I have no idea what that list is, what it does, but I guess it's more on the Russian side of things.
And why do you reckon your dad wanted to do her the favour of sorting out the meeting?
I think somebody asked him to help her set that meeting, knowing that we were acquainted with the Trump family. And obviously my father, being my father, said, sure, I'll help as much as I can. And the next step was to call me and say, some people want to meet Trump people, ask if that could happen, and please, if you can, make that happen.
Emin says he doesn't know who asked his father to set up the meeting, and that email subject line, just Goldstone bullshitting to seem important.
If you read that email carefully, the title that Rob used does not exist in this country. So It was literally Rob just, making this as important as he can so he can call me because I employ him and say, Emin, I've done what you asked me for. Boom, that's it.
And Don Jr., how he responded to it. Did he say, hey, does the Russian government support my dad?
No, we haven't discussed that at all.
Did you ever deal with Michael Cohen for the Miss Universe?
I don't believe I know who that is. Never heard that name.
Do you worry this is just going to hang over you for indefinitely?
No, I don't worry at all. I don't even care. In a way, at first I was like, I feel really bad that some meeting happened, pointless meeting that erupted into this world investigation. But now I look at it, I set that meeting up. I know what that meeting was about. It was about nothing. I guess any publicity is good publicity, but let's see how it retranslates in reality.
If a reality in which Emin is an intelligence mastermind seems far-fetched, so does one in which Emin is completely guileless. Which leaves us with reality as Emin has constructed it in his latest video.
You, Trump, three of the ladies, a couple of security guys, are entering around this hallway on your way into this master suite here.
A parody world in which nothing really matters, and things like the Mueller investigation and Russian collusion are just as ridiculous as he is.
You want to do vodka shots before the shoot?
Музыка!
I'm an Indian in my heart.
I don't want to wake up not knowing where you sleep tonight.
Stormy and Hillary, Zuckerberg hanging around. It's either going to be a spectacular kind of artistic commentary or an absolute disaster.
Make America great again.
You got me thinking about you, and I do. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me good.
Did you give the real Trump a heads up about this video?
No, actually, I'm going to surprise him. He'll probably like it because he likes things like that usually.
You got me so good. You really got me.
About us, around us, so many history, so many questions. I never believe I will be in this story,
You really got me good.